Your glory hole. Ooh, I got a new achievement. Saddle. Is that it? Well, I had money yesterday, but then I spent it all. Because I like spending money. Who doesn't? Oh, that's guilds only have PvP. Look at the social tab. I think it's... looking for group. Come on, give me an instance. Parry like a Tera star. Oop. Alt is the key you need. Alright, let's see, deathmatch. No, I'm not creating anything. Especially nothing that will freaking sacrifices my money. Cause that's really... Oh, I'm not... Oh. Ah, let's see. Applying to guild already, so I am... Let's go for the next one up. Silky. Praise. This seems like a good guild. Let's do it! I am a mage who very much enjoys Tera and like heart in your join in. There we go. I am a mage and would very much like to join. Meh. I think that was good enough. If they don't, well, tough luck to them. I'll apply to a different guild. Better off, I'll make my own one. Let me ride, damn it. So as you've noticed, in the near bottom right is the menu. Mini map, sorry. Across here are my skills, including my items, which include bandage and a speed potion, which I don't have any left, which is why they say 0. Below them, right here is a bomb, and as you expect, you throw a bomb, it goes kaboom. Now, these here are my abilities. One which is a buff for my mana in case it gets low and I need to regen. This one's is sort of a bind named Time Gaia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Not many people pronounce stuff right anyway. 1 minute cooldown, and it briefly immobilizes up to 3 enemies within 18 meters. And if it's a player, it stops them from casting any evasive or maneuvement skills. After the effect ends after the target is either knocked down or takes damage. So basically, you there, stop until I whack you again, or till you fall over. It's basically what they're saying. Now then, what am I supposed to be doing here? Wait a second. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Music's nice and relaxing. I like that. I blame the current city manager. Current politician. He's not opened enough shops yet, so I'm not gonna vote for him next time. That's for sure. So yeah, unlike Guild Wars 2, the politics system in this is you have a character, and with him, your whole role, other than leveling up, is being a politician, going around, you know, making political offers like opening new shops, closing these types of shops, giving quests out, giving out rewards, and basically fighting big enemies, very big enemies. Now, for politicians, you can have either two ways of doing it. One will be arenas. You can go into arenas with other people who are currently going for the mayor role. Get out of here. Stop talking. Alright. Basically, there's a couple of candidates. You can either do it passively and hope people like you enough and like your offers enough that they vote for you, or you can go all medieval on them and start ripping them to shreds in an arena till they submit to you. Personally, I like the second option because it's more combat oriented, but with my working 6 days a week, I would have to go with the passive, more relying on my guild. Ooh, does this mean I get free horse? Sweet! I just got free horse. Must add to menu. Summon a bay gelding. Is that one of them? Where are you? Let's see what the difference is between you two. Oh. One slower than the other. It looks okay though. If ever I get fed up with my good mount, I'll make sure to go for you. Ah, Valkyr is the name of the city. I don't like that. He doesn't finish his jokes. Soldier's Creed, eh? What's that? Kill, loot, purge, destroy everything in your way? I don't know. You just said random stuff? And already I've got not enough money. Ah, I can't sell it. Well, at least I have some bandages now if my health gets low. And I should be going across. Yep, this way is a lot quicker. Now, in this game, unlike, it's sort of like Warcraft in which you have to go to the trainer to learn skills, and it's most similar to Warcraft in that every 2 level, well, the older pre-Cataclysm and somewhere along the lines of Lich King era, where you have to learn different ranks of spells. Now, that may to some people be like, oh god, spending more money than you need to. Well, it's better than paying 2,000 gold for one skill. I can assure you that. Welcome, our training master waits inside. Okay. Let's go, train. Oh, the Glyph Masters, yes. No, you are not hard to find. Which one am I? I'm on the Mage, ain't I? No, I'm this one over here. Get off my mount, because it's cool. Right. Oh, man. Level 20? Ah, poopstick. What's this? Pain Blast. Up to 5 targets within 4 meters, 10 to 10 meters in front of you. Take 26 damage for 2 seconds every 10 seconds. No, every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. 58 base damage. Well, this could be pretty decent. PvP. Arcane Pulse. That's getting a bit too far. Look at that, it's level 18. I'm only level 12. So yeah, this is what I was trying to say. Every 2 levels, you gain skills. That's either. So my next level, I get a AoE attack. I get to improve my already existing AoE attack, and I get to get a channel spell. Now, channel spells, unlike most games where you just press a button and it slowly just casts by itself, in this you have to tell it how much you want it to channel. So in instance, if it was Mana Symphon, you have to press the button associated with Mana Symphon and keep it pressed down, while at the same time avoiding the enemies. So let's do it like this. Let's see. Nope. That was E, and with E you can set 4 special, combat emotes. So say if you're fighting and you want the tanks and your DPS to get at the fire, you go, you better move now. If you're ready to engage after you just had a rest and got your mana and HP off, monsters incoming. Now it's if you got your mana low, please come help if you need help from other people around you. Now there's also Q, which sets up targets. And basically what you see in the middle of my screen is a crosshair. That's where you need to aim your spells. And depending on where you aim your crosshair will depend on where the spell will launch. So if I just use my auto attack for now. And no, in this game you have to be stood still to use an attack. If you don't stand still, you can't attack whatsoever. But then at the same time you also have to be active and maneuver yourself. So say I use my primary combo. For in this case it's engage with 1, 2, 3 firebolts, tank the targets around until they get to a suitable position. So say this circles my target, I will do this. 1, 2, and 3. And he's close to me, so I just cast my Flame Strike. And from that gets linked on to my next skill, which will be a jump back. Now once I jump back, I will then use my Magma Bomb, which is an AoE sort of like a normal bomb, in that except it uses mana. So once that's done, I also activate my first trap, let them get close to it, and once they get close to it, activate another attack, and then bring up my Flame Strike again. Well, I'll just call it Flame Strike for now. And say if they get too close and start almost attacking me, I'll just use my Ice Lance. I should actually learn what the names are of these skills. Yeah, now it's Magma Bomb, so it's like a bomb. Wherever your cursor is, it will target a few feet away, in this case 10 feet away, or 10 meters away, and it has a 3-meter radius of explosion, and it will do a base damage of 62. So it's a AoE bomb. And next one will be Painful Trap, which I showed you. You can usually start off Painful Trap with Flame Pillar, but Painful Trap usually has a 15-second cooldown, so it's 30 seconds at current level, and it does take about 10 seconds for it to actually stay there. So unless you're very careful with how you use that spell, you could be in a very, very dangerous situation. Now, what you saw over here was a Glyph Master and a Trainer. Basically, the Trainer gives you your skills, and the Glyph Master is sort of a talent point system, in which you buy scrolls, which power up your... So here we go. Glyph of Brilliance. Skill, Magma. Glyph points 4. Decreases mana consumption by 100. And currently it's on 340, so that will be a considerable considerable amount to reduce currently. Fireball glyph 3 increases meters by 3, so that means my my primary attack gets a boost. This one you need 4 points, and what it does is it gives you another 10% mana. This one is that's just for your little regen, so your mana's getting low. Just pop this quick. It's a 5-second cast. It's good if you're in a long fight, because that lasts 30 seconds and increases your mana regen by 120 every 3 seconds. So that would have made it 132 mana. Nope, where's it gone? That one. 132 mana every 3 seconds. So that's roughly about 41 mana per second you're gaining. And skills usually take about 100, between 100 and about 400 mana. With 2300, that's basically just one group of mobs. And by group, I mean one leader mob and about 5 or 6 minions of his. So far I've encountered 2 types of mobs. One is, say, we have, again I'm going to use this circle as an example. He's the main mob, big bloke, yes, and he's got 6 or 7 little minions scattered around him, the size of my crosshair, you could say. And they're sort of like a DPS while he's a tank, or he could be the DPS and they could be like the little aggros. So basically the tactic is, with these small things, you get AoE skills, like my flame strike. And what you do is, you have to try and kite them all around in next to you, burn them away, while at the same time trying to keep the big dude away from you, because he does quite pack a punch. So with them, you have to try to either get the big guy down first, or get the creeps down first. Or you could just do it all at once if you're just willing to sacrifice a couple of 100 HP. And then the second type of mob I've encountered is a solo mob. Now these guys can either range from slow and strong attacks, or quick and basically like a rogue. They're either like rogues, in which they can, if you move around them, they'll follow you around and attack you very quickly. So you have to use your jump away skill. In my case, if I just show you mine, it's backstep, so that'll just throw me about from this distance back here. It'll just make me jump automatically when I use a flame strike. So let's just get out of here. But if I just quickly nip out of this area and then show you that in action. Wait a minute. Okay, what do we have here? A teleport. Well then, let's teleport then. Lumbertown. What's Lumbertown? Okay. Click on the flight points to open up points on the map. Southern Arun. You want Lumbertown? Arcadia. So where am I? Wait, let me just get this. Zoom out a second. So it's the Fey Forest. Still not too helpful. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot, sorry. I'm assuming I have to go through here in order to get to it. So I just come out the first main city you leave after you come out the first starting zone. Already you can see the awesome graphics from the Unreal Engine. Now you may dispute, but here's something even more I want to show you. Look at these graphics, and then what does it remind you of? Any popular shooters of today? A current shooter that was released? And then look at these buildings. Does this pattern sort of relate to anything in a shooter game? If you've guessed it, it will be Tribes Ascend. Now, when I first started flying over this area... Oops, let me reduce the sound. Mr. Clip-Clop wants to overpower me, does he? I'll show him on my overpowering voice. So yeah, when I first flew over this area, after this first dying zone, I noticed, oh look, this place looks nice. I just panning my camera around, just looking around. All of a sudden I notice, this looks like the gameplay out Tribes Ascend. The mountains, the grass, the roads, and then you see the building style. Now in Tribes there's a map, it's quite similar to this, in which you have high mountains you start from, you go down, and then there's sort of like a red centerpiece of the map. Now those are some buildings you can climb in and out of to provide you some defense and some close quarter combat. Now just give me a moment. Excuse me, just had to drink something quickly. Alright, where are we off to? We are off to Arcadia at the moment, so this may be a bumpy ride. But yeah, I think this may have been the first MMO in which I quite literally saw someone. I just saw a trailer for about 2 minutes, probably 2 minutes at the most, and just thought I had to have it. Now I'm not usually like this. I may usually go, oh look, this looks nice, I'm gonna get it at some point. Some point is a keyword there. Whereas this game, I just looked at it and I was like, wow, it just looks beautiful. Now this is only a couple of days ago, mind you. This was after all the hype and everything was over. So currently I'm in the early access gameplay, which is why you don't see many people around at the moment. But I'll see if I can keep it nice and clean. We need to go to the Fey Forest in Lumbertown, so we need to try and find some NPCs right now. Oh, and there's another lag spike. Oh god, there's a level 22. Never mind, let's get the heck out of here. So as you see, currently the terrain's still generating. This is the first time I've come into this area. And there goes something off in the distance, known as Skype. Just give me a moment. Let's find out what's going on. Yeah, sorry about this. Switch back to the stream, and there we go. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, who's messaging me now? Oh god. People. Can't live with them, can't play games with them, can't talk to them while streaming. Alright, now let's see if this goes right. Hopefully it does. Does he aggro me? Yep. No, he's after me. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This was probably a bad idea. Alright, so as you'll see, I'll just start off my... Yeah, I'll start running now because of the fact I just aggroed something which is a bit powerful, to say the least. So I'll just I'm just gonna sap him in place and then just run a bit. Yes, thank goodness. Run, my friend, run! Protect me, road! Ah! Yeah, so like I said, this game is very fast paced. You make one wrong move and you're dead. Or in my case, I made all the wrong moves. Let me mount up. Yes! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Time to get out of here. Ah, so much pain, so much pain. The pain, the pain. And level okay, there's a Naga off in the distance. I want to see what he's doing. There's also kobolds here, which aren't too good. I don't see their master though. I see minions, but I don't see a master. Well, anyway, screw them. I'm just gonna do some mining. You know, nothing wrong with a good bit of mining. No. Oh, there's a sun melt there, but don't want that. I want to just get my health up as soon as possible without using one of my bandages up. So in this case, I'll just use my mining skill and see if I get my lucky buff. Should get it. Yep. As you gather stuff, you gain quick, short, like 5-10 minute buffs, which can either increase your HP regen by 0.5 per stack, a maximum of 1.5, or they increase your proficiency, as well as, you know, increasing your collection skills by 1 point per thing you mine. So if you're mining rocks, your mining will go up by 1. If you're picking a plant, your planting skills go up by 1. I mean collecting, not planting. So yeah, as you see, my screen's gone back to normal. Everything looks beautiful again. He's failing to pick stuff up because at the moment this is a level 2 ore, and if you see this little box here, it says hard. Since this is a level 22 zone, I'm just waiting to die at the moment. So yeah, I'm just mining my way along. Make the most creative content ever. Lin metal. The higher the zone you go, I've noticed that in the starting zone you may have this on easy, but as you get further and further on in the zone, you will have to continuously keep on mining that certain object. In this case, it's lin metal. Just give me a second. F4 is the button I need right now. Now these are level 1 bandages, so I'm not really, as you can see by my inventory, I'm not very equipped for adventuring right now. No potions, no regen, no nothing. But I'm doing it anyway, because I can. Now, the objective was that I attack the hyena, and I use all my range skills. Knock him on his ass. But that didn't work. Because it just didn't. Yeah. So right now we just need to get as quickly as we can to the next zone, which will be level 12. No. Then we also need to rest up quickly. See if there's any. Alright. Okay, I've seen plenty of people do, you know, like first look videos at the character creation, so I'm not going to do that. Not my type of thing anyway. I'm just gonna, you know, play the game, be awesome, kill stuff, talk about killing it, teabag it afterwards, and then just walk away. Because that's what gamers do. And right now this game has a lot of distance to travel by foot. By far I think this is the stupidest mistake I've ever made. Can I gather that though? That's a question. Right, you get plentiful, as you see here, it says plentiful in front of the type of plant it was, and that's usually, if you do it properly, you get quite a couple of excuse me, my head's gonna blur. Oh god, oh god, oh god, no. See me? And because I know I'm not gonna be able to handle all of them, I'll just backstep, come on. Oh goodness, oh no, I died. Oh look, it resurrects me where I need to go though, so it's all good. Yeah. So far I've only died twice in this game. Once, as you've just seen, and once before. I kid you not, only twice. Because the first time I was fighting a elite mob named the Butcher, and he has some pretty lethal powers. Now, fighting mobs in Tera, it is imperative you run. No matter what you do, you have to run. If your backstep is up, you have to run. No matter what you do. Okay, let's see. Any quests? Nope. Okay. Right. So, say you attack something, as you saw with me. My backstep was up, I just didn't see it at the time because I was too busy running for my life. I'm getting in between all the mobs. Okay, why are you not talking to me? Woodcutter Union. No, I don't want to teleport anywhere. Magistrate, nope. Oh, guild rewards. No, I don't have any. Alright, now the broker, as you've seen before, is the inventory. The auction house. Inventory. Oh god, I'm a noob. Consumables. Let's see what we got. On glyph. We set all active glyphs, yes. But what I need is something which isn't expensive. I need something which isn't expensive but yet can restore me to full health. Derpty derp. So let's see. Combat. As you see, we have bombs. Bombs were like my magma bomb, where they jump up to 10 yards and do a 3-meter AoE. Now bombs may be slightly different because they have different ranks. As you see here with bombs, it jumps forward 10 feet and then hits 10 targets in a 4-meter radius, which is more powerful than the level 1, which is it just jumps 10 meters and then 4-meter radius. Whereas, so gradually as you get higher up in levels, you will also gain stronger equipment and stronger elixirs, stronger healing potions, Right now I can't afford any of it, because I'm a noob who spends all this money on professional mats. God. I spend all my money on ores and mining stuff, so yeah. Now to see. If I show you my bank, I'll show you. I have stacks upon stacks of stuff, which I could sell, but I'm just not willing to. Yeah, as you see there, they call the small mobs you saw earlier on were minions, as you might be able to see in the small window I've just opened on this squelching rhomb. And this currently is a gem, well, a sort of gem for your armor slash weapons, and this one is a weapon slash rhomb, squelching rhomb, in which my attacks do additional 0.72 times critical damage against minions. So that means I get 0.72 extra damage per minion. And now attacks usually get divided depending on how many mobs are in that immediate zone. So in higher levels that may actually be slightly combat effective. Right, let's see. Here we go. A bandage. 50 seconds. Cannot be used in combat. Arcane supplies. Don't want them. Whoa, no. Weapon crystals. Pristine weapon crystals. Increases critical damage by 0.72 when HP is below 50%. Now that's not that effective at the moment. Chances to inflict an additional 4.3% damage to enemies below 50%. Now that's pretty dangerous, because of the fact you usually only do 1 to 2% damage with normal attacks. And then, oh, a poison. I'm just getting distracted here by these special skills. As you see in this one, it gives you a poison effect on the target, which gives them a knockdown. And knockdowns usually last 1 to 2 seconds, which gives you either time to get back and regen, or get back into combat and just rip their faces off, as I like to call it. Now, unlike most mages who prefer to stay at range, I prefer to just walk up to people and just burn their faces off, because I'm a fire mage, as my skill suggests. At higher levels it may change, but right now I am a fire mage, and fire is explosive. So let's just get back on track and go back to this quest NPC. Who wants to talk to me? Strife in the Fae Forest. Loggers are hanging out. Fae, rampaging Fae. Hungry refugees hanging by the threads. Right, so I have to go across there. Gather artful grace blooms that grow across a northern lumberish town. Now, for some reason I don't feel too safe right now. Oh, look, they have civil engineers. So I think this may be one of these little towns in which a player controls them, otherwise known as a politician. Right, politicians, as I said earlier, a single player usually rallies together a bunch of people as his followers, and what he then does is he goes up for election, and when he does that, goes around killing stuff, you know, pretty normal stuff, except when trying to be a politician you become elite. Not in terms of your rank, but in terms of everything you have to do. It has to be elite ranked stuff. So if you kill a monster, it has to be with about a group of 5 people, and it takes quite. So, as I've seen earlier on in the beta, I saw someone play a archer. Now archers, quite a long distance class. Focus on aiming, you know. Excuse me if I just stop talking. But yeah, archers, you have to use your little crosshair like a mage and target. Otherwise, skills don't work whatsoever. Now the other problematic thing about the archer is you have to bind your skills. Otherwise, you're just gonna be randomly flailing around, just attacking the weakest, using the weakest attacks at the weakest times. Excuse me. Now, as you saw there, got a counter attack on him. Gave him knockdown effect. And then slowed him down and did an AoE. Alright. So let's see what we just looted. Something which is worse than we already have, but it has special bonuses on it, so might want to keep it. Oh, did you just see that? It was a dandelion. Yeah. Dandelion, man. It's like a yellow rainbow. A yellow rainbow. Now with me, precision isn't too good in this game, so it may not do all that good. But right now, here we go. Quest objective. Artful Grace Bloom, and depending on quest objectives will depend on how you need to actually gather them. So usually my gathering is quite high in my mining, so piece of cake when trying to gather these. And I can just ninja this off someone now, since they weren't paying too much attention to it. As you may be seeing, you also get experience from gathering stuff. And when crafting it, on the other hand, if you start using the ores and the cloth you gather, something I've noticed is that when you gather ore, you gain, not ore, plants, yes, when you gather plants, you gain a special ability, which is regen. But on top of that, when you then go to craft with said plants, you can either go into 2 paths. One which is alchemy, or 2 which is what you call it? What's that word again? Tailoring. Yes. Now, I'm not sure if I have done any tailoring, but the Sylvia plants you have been seeing, they are the ones you need for your tailoring to gain the first cloth. And basically how you do it is take 2 of the cloth and then 2 of a reagent a vendor sells to you, and combine them. Just finish this guy off, and from that you then need to buy some more stuff from the vendor, so it does get quite expensive, as money does not drop often in this game. And as you've seen here, it's just quite rare chances I've been getting with all this money that's being dropped right now. Then normally it's only about, 50 copper, 90 copper, or maybe that was just a starting zone being cruel to me. So yeah, just gonna carry on killing this thing. Oh, and we've just got an earring that dropped. If you can ever get the buttons right. And that's, as you see, what took Warcraft a decade to implement into a game, these guys have done it almost instantly. And now she'll do the next thing. I'll do some of my little trap, wait for that to go off, and then just aggro everything like I usually do. Aggro, 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 ho. You can't attack me. And then just pull them all to one area and fry their faces off. So now I'll try opening with a different maneuver. As you saw, he went straight through the spike, and it automatically, see, here we go. Tera's thoughtfulness. You have been playing for an hour. Tera Online has the latest news and information. Please play responsibly. And this will pop up every hour. So it's good they're actually keeping an eye out on their community. Now, this doesn't count the times you go AFK, so if you go AFK, big deal. To them, you're still playing. So, be careful. If you want to log out, just log out. You know, take breaks. The game will still be here when you come back. No, wait, you paid for a whole month. So, it won't matter if you lose about a quick 10 minutes. That's just 1 hour, not a whole month. Now, fair enough, you pay $18 a month for it, or something along the lines of that, and you only get 1 day to play it. It still does not give you the right to then go and play it for 24 hours straight, because then that just means you have a problem and you're addicted to the game. So like, here we go, we've just gotten a blue drop, and that decreases damage from damage taken from bosses by 3.9%, and that's for a armor slot. So yeah, that's quite significant, since bosses usually do about 20 to 40% of your HP, depending on how weak you are at the time. Now, as you see here, I've just tried looting money that was on the floor. That's been left behind by someone who probably either didn't want it or was too busy finding a quest objective. And what happens is, after a certain while, it lets you loot the money and other drops that may have occurred. See, as you see there. Now, I'm not too sure how it works, in all honesty, whether it's after a certain amount of time, or if the player kills another object, which allows you to do it. But what I know is, if you see loot, stay around the area. It's quite a few areas. Alright, so I'll just do a few more quests, and then I'll just end the stream for today, because I might start rambling on now. Oh good. Look, we were killing him without reason earlier. Now we actually have a point to do it. See, as you saw there, I threw one of my ice bolts at him and he dodged it. AI in this game will get significantly smarter as you play, as like in Guild Wars 2. They will adapt, and they will then avoid your tactics. So let's just say I set up a trap here. This boar, if was aggressive with me, would have just walked around it. As you saw there, we just got a rejuvenation mode, which restores your health and mana for 5 seconds. Hey, don't hit me. Two, one, and boom. As you also just saw, see, there we go. Normal amount of loot, 37 blighting copper. I'm not sure what you can do with that, but apparently you can do a lot in this game. There you go. To rapid fire, just hold down the attack button and get your face ripped off by any mob. Oh well, in this case, I somehow pulled off the impossible. Oh look, I am picking up wood. Got wood. Hell yeah. I shall pull off the impossible and attack this boar without him attacking me. Now, what you have to do in this game is combo everything. Must be comboed. Combos are like macros, in that you press the button and it will link your attacks in a certain order. Now, unlike Warcraft macros, in which your macros are all screwy and bugged, and you can only do 1 or 2 commands per macro, this, you just link them up as much as you want to a certain point. So, as you've seen so far, I've linked my Flame Strike with my backstep, and my backstep with my Ice Bolt. Now for my Ice Bolt, I usually use my finisher, which is a Magma Bomb. Now if that doesn't work, I'm in a slight bit of trouble because of the fact that I bind it to my primary attack button, which is mouse button 1, which is my Fireball. So if any of these at some point don't proc properly, I'm in slight trouble. As you saw there, that's exactly how my combo is supposed to be played out. And now there's some people stealing my kills. Kill stealing horse. Right. Let's finish this quest off. And then, boom, dead. Right, let's find the last boar, get a few more pieces of timber, and we're done. Bring it on, boy! Now admittedly I should probably be moving around a lot more to avoid being damaged, because as you see just below here you have a stamina bar which says 103 only. Now when that number is above 100% you gain bonus health as seen up here, and mana. Now what that does for you is, as you may think, it boosts you over your max health. Max health is determined by, like most MMOs, all your gear stats pop together. So say you have plus 5 stamina on your shield, you will gain 200 health. Now what the stamina in this bar does is it grants you extra anything over 100. So 1% could be about 200 HP. Let's say something more realistic like 50 HP. So the normal maximum is 120%. I'm currently on 103 and I've just leveled up. Right, so current maximum 2667, current HP 3197, and this is with only 3% extra stamina. So like I said, once you max that out, you can, which is 120% normally. So if I just go over here, this is a campfire, and this is how you regen that stamina now. As you see there, that should go back up. Oh, they don't want me to regen. So I will see if I don't have a campfire though. This could be slightly tricky now. Yeah. Normally, as you take damage, your health will be reduced and restored again. By that I mean your stamina health will be reduced down, and your normal health will just start regenerating to the normal cap you have. Now, increasing your level as other MMOs do. MMOs do. Increasing your health is by leveling, and by increasing your stats. This game, no different, no. Except for the fact in this game you also get ranks. So, as I said earlier, with the gathering, you gain special buffs. One of those buffs is to increase your stamina by 5, and that stacks up to, I think, it may be wrong, it may change, but it stacks up to 4 times, and each time it does stack, it increases your stamina by 5. Stamina being this bar here again. Alright, so every time that increases, your maximum health increases. But at the same time, you have to go to a campfire and then rest. Let me hand in the quest already. Jesus Christ. Right. So currently I'll see if I can try and find a camp. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of refugees. Kill them all! Burn their bodies for loot. They all have an epic sword in their back pocket. Right, okay. Let's see. Rock salt, don't need that. Core salt for pro. Okay, let's just sell off some stuff. In other games, you usually get a green drop every now and then. In this game, you have to earn that green drop. Like a slave, may I add. Now, just move stuff around a bit. Sell that off. That's made me 3 silver and 47 copper. Whereas a current current bandage will be a single silver for a single one. And then you also have extraction lessons, which extracts. It's basically disenchanting. You gained it. Every skill you have. How do I put this? In most games, you have professions. MMOs specifically have professions, but in Tera, those professions are put to the test by having every class, every race having all the same professions. So you all get to extract the minerals, you get to extract, God, how do I say this? I'm really bad at explaining this. Okay, ignore everything I said for the past minute, let me start over. You gain 4 gathering professions. That will be leatherworking, mining, herbalism, which is gathering plants, and there's also something else which I forgot. Which is the other one? Alchemy, yes. Now, your main gathering professions will be in gathering metals or mining, and then herbalism, which is collecting plants, randomly scattered around the map, and sun motes, which is a slightly more advanced item, which I haven't gone too in depth in the game for yet. Now, as the game progresses, you will gain more tiers, and what these tier lessons do in extraction is that let you disenchant gear for stuff. So if I don't have anything on me, so I can't do that yet. But if I just give you an example, which button is it? There we go. So close the shop, press J to open up my crafting / extraction bar. Excuse me, just choking on some air. And if I just open up metal extraction and pop in my little ring as my pre-order ring, I currently can't extract anything from that because of the fact it's it's heirloom, and usually stuff you get with pre-order stuff, you can't either sell it, can't put it in the bank, and you can't abuse it in any way, shape or form, purely because of the fact you can redeem it as much as you want. And so the devs thought, hey, we have a very good idea, let's make it so all of the stuff that people buy from us as, say, expansion pre-order stuff, they can't sell that, because otherwise I'll just be overpowered, won't it? Yes, let's do that. So currently early access gameplay, there's quite a few people, 10 servers, a lot of jiggle physics, and quite a fun game, other than it lags when you try and stream stuff. But oh well. Yeah, so this was a quick little gameplay of Tera. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like my explanations. Oh, here we go. Hey, come back, you. As you see there, just under the just go back in there. Just under the this is a player name, and there's a little guild name. Just to the left of it, it'll be your pictogram, it's your guild symbol. As you saw a few moments ago, that person I was chasing, they had the name Creeper, and their guild was sort of related to Minecraft, as of the fact they had a creeper, a green creeper pictogram. Now, what I've currently seen is there's a lot of people with that pictogram at the moment, so I'm thinking there may be some people who have transferred over from Minecraft into this game, as crazy as that might sound. Minecraft, it was such a good game. Now people transferred over to it. Da 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 da. Just promoting Minecraft like a boss. And I'll also promote this game since it's very nice, very slick, you know. Nice combat, nice. It's just a lovely game. Oh, that's all I can say. So far, great experience. Love the graphics, love the combat fluidity. And I'm not usually a person to review a game, because I'm usually the last person. This game, wow. I mean, you know a game is going to be good when you look at a trailer saying beautiful graphics. Well, I think not the trailer, but a video someone made was actually literally called beautiful graphics in Tera, and all it was the start zone, as you saw earlier on the Fane City in Celestial Hills. All they did was just fly over into the first main city, and because the trip is like a 2-3 minute trip, you got to see a lot of the game's world. And then you also got a little cool Doctor Who cutscene in the middle of it when you were flying on the Griffin, Hippogriff, whatever you call them. So yeah. Oh god. I hope the chat's not been too pervy or desperate at the moment in terms of the gameplay chat. since there usually is quite a lot of random discussions going on in the game, mostly revolving around the jiggle physics of the women avatars. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll see you on the next stream. Goodbye.